It seems to me that your dog, Zorro Rigoberto, has something wrong with him. Is he mentally retarded?
That is a good question. I do not know. He seems to be at least average in intelligence, but he is indeed very naughty.
Have you tried doggy obedience classes? They can sometimes help with naughty dogs like Zorro.
Yes. I paid $109 for obedience classes. He was at the head of his class. He was very well behaved whenever the dog trainer was nearby. But when we are at home, he is pure evil.
Yes, I have seen cases like this before. Perhaps his soul has been infiltrated by the Dark Lord Satan. Have you considered an exorcism?
No, but I am willing to try anything. Do you know of an exorcist you can recommend?
I can suggest someone. She is very discreet. But you should realize that, if the exorcism works, then Zorro will have to accept Jesus into his heart.
What would happen if he had Jesus in his heart?
Well, he would behave as if he were the Son of God. He would demand treats constantly, and he would insist on sleeping in the bed with you at night. He would refuse to obey your commands. He would chew on the furniture and rip his doggy bed to pieces. He would scratch you and your husband in your most tender areas with his sharp claws. And, whenever he felt like it, he would stick his wet nose into your gooch.
But that is exactly what he is like now.
I see your dilemma. Perhaps he suffers from narcissistic personality disorder. Have you considered a lobotomy? It is a psychosurgical procedure that involves severing all connections to and from the prefrontal cortex. Whether his behavior stems from narcissism or demonic possession, he will become docile and calm, a mere shadow of his former self.
That sounds wonderful. But is it expensive?
Yes, I'm afraid so. So is electroconvulsive shock therapy, which would have similar effects on his personality. Do you have good doggy insurance?
No. I did not purchase doggy insurance because I was not expecting him to be a devil beast from the dark underworld when I first adopted him.
I see. This happens to a lot of bleeding heart animal lovers. They see a homeless dog at a doggy adoption, and they'd feel sorry for it. They do not stop to consider that the dog might be a changeling from Hades with a soul possessed by demonic forces.
Oh dear. How could I have been so naive?
Clearly, you are a moron. It's amazing that anyone was willing to grant you a PhD.
Okay, you've made your point. But what should I do now?
There is one obvious solution. You should change Zorro's name to Lucifer and star in your own reality TV show. It will chronicle your life with the evil mongrel.
That is actually not a bad idea at all. I will contact my agent now. With the money we will make, I will be able to afford that lobotomy after all.
Excellent. I like happy endings.